Welcome to the channel, welcome to the workshop and a nostalgic and retro tech video today. A little bit of history for you on this one. Back in 1996 I was a student and I just got my second car, my 1.4 LX Escort. Loved that thing to death, 5-door, brilliant, drove about 4 years, but it came with a standard head unit, a cassette one, the standard Ford one. So when I got my student grant I thought that needs to be upgraded. Because, you know, car stereos and that. It got some 6B9s as well, but the head unit had to be changed. And recently on Facebook Marketplace, a very similar one turns out it's the one I had nearby. And it was a bit knackered. So I did a bit of research on it to find out what it was. And it turns out I'd got one of these. One of these PYE CCE540s. Now, I do not remember this box like this. And this would not have been an expensive stereo back in the day, but it was a full pull-out 2 or 4x25 watts, so a pretty powerful one. And this was my first upgrade of stereo in any vehicle. So when I saw it, I thought, oh, I'll see if I can get one on eBay. And we picked this one up in its box. I don't think it's been used that much, so I thought we'll do a bit of a run through, show what it's like. And then we'll see if we can get it up and running. I've got the 12-volt bench power supply. We can run 12 volts to it. I think I've got some old crappy 6B9s knocking around so we can hook up the speakers. And you know what? We'll give it a go. I do not know what vehicle this is going to go in. In fact, I don't have a vehicle to put it in. But I've got an idea of something for the workshop. Because I've got a number of different head units. And I might make a box to hold them all and all powered on. But that's for another day. For now, we'll up to the overhead, we'll open the box, show you what I got back in the day and just recently, and yeah, and then we'll see if we can get it powered up. So here we go, got this box one, really nice. It's a PYE CCE540 radio cassette. I can't remember where I got this from. It's possible it was either Index, the catalogue shop back in the day, or there was a place near me, a place called Stretford Arndale, that used to sell car parts in there and car stereo parts. I might have got it from that. From memory, I didn't pay more, I wouldn't have paid more than about, I think it was $69.99 when I got it, which was still quite expensive when I was a student. But I wanted the extra power and I wanted the pull-out stereo. I never wanted a pull-out stereo. Remember back in the day when you see people walking into the pubs with them like handbags? Oh, it was amazing. Anyway. Oh, and yeah, 9 times out of 10, just put plug behind the passenger seat. So here's what we got. Nice little cassette unit, orange light and flush buttons. That's what I wanted this one for. It had flush buttons, not the big round crappy old school ones. I wanted something really modern for the budget. Let's just go through what it's got. Obviously radio, digital presets, could do manual tuning, stores them automatically. You need constant live feed for that. Cassette's got auto reverse, and it's got fader controls and all sorts. All in all, it's a pretty good stereo. 4-channel output, which the standard Ford head unit was in my Escort didn't have 4-channel outlet. It had 2 channels out from the back of the stereo, which went to, do you remember them? There's this little stick on the dash, which then split that into 4, and you could move the sound around inside the car. Amazing. I bypassed all that. So let's open this up. I got this one recently. I mean, look at that. How good does that look? I got this recently off eBay. Didn't pay a lot of money for it. I mean, how good this is. It even came with its bracket. I mean, it keeps these. I don't. Well, to be fair, I've kept this from my CD player. But here we go. I don't think this has been fitted to a car. The reason I'm saying that is the cage. Once we can pop this out, see, it is a. Oops, pop this out. The cage it come with. Come here. If you look, the tabs that hold it in the dash haven't been bent. Oh no, tell a lie. Only these side two have been bent into position to hold it in the dash. And I don't think it's been fitted. I don't think it's been used that much because everything on it is absolutely mint. These normally get bent, the cages. Anyway, let's just start with the best of it. It's got a handle because it's a full pull-out stereo. Let's have a look at this now. So you've got the tune buttons, memory, scan, band, you can seek on it. It's got a bass adjuster, treble adjuster. It's got, just remember this, it's got a click to turn it on and off. You hear that? That's just nostalgic. And then on the back of that, it's got a fade left to right above the top of it. Other than that, that's all you get. And this is in really nice because there's a little bit of a mark on there, but I just really want to get this thing fired up. So I'm going to change the position of the camera, set up my bench power supply. I say I'll dig out some old speakers I've got, and we'll see if we can get it fired up and see if it actually works. I mean, this is just really nice. All the wording on it is absolutely perfect. I'm just really pleased to have it. It's even got a CD in. I don't mind having a CD in. It might have done, but obviously back in the day, '96, you'd have had a portable CD player, which would have been a nightmare because most of them didn't have anti-shock control. So anyway, let's get everything set up and see if we can get it fired up. Oh, one more thing. Love old school stereos because they come with a wiring diagram on the back of them. Whether you've got 4 speakers or 2 speakers. This is a 4-speaker version, so we're going to use that one. I'm assuming they did a low cost one, which only had the 2 outs on the back of it. But yeah, just really happy with it. Have we got any dates on here? Let's have a quick look. No, I say it's Philips as well. It's possible the one I might have been a Philips rather than a Pi. But we'll, yeah, let's get it powered up. Okay, set everything up. I've used the 2-speaker setup to test this. Dug out some old 6P9s. These are really nice Infinity speakers. These are the grills for them. Got these off a mate for nothing years ago. He was getting rid of them. The downside is back in the 2000s, remember everything had that rubberized texture to it? Well, yeah, these have actually turned to goo in the bag. So these are absolutely useless now. These speakers might be recommissioned as something else. In fact, they probably will be because they're really nice. But anyway, they're hooked up. Bench supplies piled up, set up for 12 volts. Not check the fuses, but we'll see how we go. Let's see if it'll turn on first. Let's just turn that off. Turn this on for power and make sure. Let's see. 12 volts. Let's see if it'll fire up. And we got sound. Awesome. I need a tape. What have we got? Very best for the Righteous Brothers. Yeah, let's try it. Oh my god, it's working. Bass works. Treble's working. Fader's working. Okay, I'm going to get something I know a bit better. Bear with me a second when I go get another tape. Okay, I've got a couple of let's turn that down a minute. I've got a couple of tracks that I know a bit better. I've got a bit of Spandau Ballet. Let's give this a go. I'm going to turn it up. I can't play it for long, obviously. I want to get an idea of something that I know to see if the belts need changing, whether it's running faster or slower. It needs more maintenance. Let's that's sounding really good. Just flip this over. Mechanism feels good as well in this. Again, sounds pretty good. Let's see what else have I got. Try a bit of Erasure. Again, can't play much to this. I'll get a content hit. That's helpful between tracks. Sounds really, really nice. Yeah, really liking that. these speakers are really, really good sounding. Yeah, these may find their way into something else. Not sure what yet. Possibly my daughter's future car, you never know, or a build to put this into. The best thing though, the reason why I bought this back in the day, obviously apart from the flushed buttons, which I really liked, and the digital ones rather, the big clunky ones, was the orange lights. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go turn the shed lights off so you can see it in all its glory. Give me 1 second. Oh, excuse me, I kicked the table on the way back through there, didn't I? I mean, look at that. How cool did that look in the dashboard of your Escort or your Nova or anything back in the day? I absolutely love this thing. I love the fact that everything's working on it. I'll have to hook an aerial up to it and tune it into the radio as well, maybe. But I'm really happy with that. Proper old school. Right, let's go. Let's turn back on again. So yeah, just really, really happy with this. The fact that it's got everything working. So it's got a little thing on the side here. Can you see? You push it, and it kicks the carry handle out. Oh, amazing! Let me just turn this off. Oops. Turn that off for a second. You can see it. Got a little hatch here. You push it, pushes the handle out, because obviously this thing would have been flush in the dash, and then you just yanked it out the dash. Yeah. I know what you're thinking. Heath, why are you getting so excited about a mid-90s cassette stereo that's not even the top of the range one? It was middle of the row at best. Because look at it. It just takes me back. It takes me back to the first time I actively upgraded a stereo in a car. And I bought this. As a poor student, I went for this because I wanted as much power as possible. I wanted a betterment than what was in the car. And I got this. It takes me right back to when I was used to be, me and my mates used to be running around our Ford Escorts. Being a student. Having massive collections of cassette tapes, which I do now have again. And yeah, the orange lights, the white little orange, absolutely spot on, perfect for the time, because most of them were just green. I wanted the orange. In fact, it's got flush buttons. Brilliant. It was a pull-out, because at that time, car stereos got nicked quite easily. But I couldn't afford a face-off which were around at the time. They were way too expensive. So I had a pull-out. And like all pull-out stereos, it went two ways. It either went with you in the bag, or it went under the passenger seat. But it's just part of the time, part of the time you were in. So, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. And let me know in the comments, what was your first car stereo upgrade and what did you get? Some of my mates. The reason I have Alpine stuff in my Scirocco is down to my mate Lee. Because he had that same setup. Bought it from Sexton's in Trafford Park. And I remember it to this day. He got that upgrade in his car. He just nostalgia. Just nostalgia. But this is where it started for me. This little PYE system. Anyway, right this far. Thanks for watching. Cheers.